Welcome in, folks, to Arizona State ACHA Hockey YouTube. I am Niall Cooper, along with my partner today, Trey Matthews. Trey, it was a cagey affair yesterday, a little bit of back and forth. Arizona State ultimately got a 5-3 win over visiting UNLV, and a lot of that was due to the great goaltending of their freshman goalie, Chase Ham.
Yeah, so we talked about it before we came live on air, which was the coaching staff was trying really hard to get Ham to join this roster. And what a showing from him in last night's matchup against the Run Rebels, because here's the thing, it was the first time that ASU ever played at Mount America Community Iceplex. So it was definitely a new atmosphere, having played at Oceanside Ice Arena for so many years. But now this is a new time, a new culture, and hopefully they can have a better showing this time around.
I certainly expect UNLV to bring the best that they've got tonight. Arizona State will have to match quite the effort from the visiting Rebels. Puck drop is just around the corner here, following the national anthem on ASU ACHA Hockey YouTube.
And in goal for UNLV, number 1, Vince Benedetto. And now the starting lineups for your Sun Devils.
Welcome back in, folks, as we get ready for puck drop here tonight, or should I say this afternoon, Trey. We got a quick turnaround for these two teams, as they were playing well into the evening hours last night.
Yeah, you usually see this a lot from the ACHA teams, especially with the limited amount of ice time available here in Arizona now that Oceanside Ice Arena is now demolished and going to be transformed into some God knows who what. But still, it's just like for ASU, it's been a late turnarounds for both the men's ACHA team and also the women's ACHA team. So a lot of late night puck drops, but I'm glad that we have some matinee hockey for tonight's matchup.
It should be a lot of fun this afternoon. We expect both teams to be on it. A new goaltender tonight between the pipes of the Rebels, number 1, Vince Benedetto. He's getting his second game of the season for the Rebels. Once again in net for Arizona State, Chase Ham. As we get ready for puck drop here, Arizona State wins the opening draw. They will chip that one down the glass. After it is Tillman. Tillman a goal in yesterday's affair. Kept in by Palmer, he takes a shot. Redirects over the top of the net. Physical in front of the UNLV bench. They can't corral the puck. Arizona State looks to chip it back in, and they will. Behind the net, picking up is Kylie Ram. Kylie Ram all over the ice in last night's win for Arizona State. The top centerman for head coach Austin Klein's group. UNLV will slow things down. Look to get a goal behind their net. Hunter Mazzillo surveying his options. He'll dish it off, and UNLV will chip that one in, just avoiding the icing.
Coming into this matchup, ASU has a record of 4-0, still undefeated on the year. UNLV Running Rebels have a record of 2-1-0.
Both teams last season with 7 straight victories to open the year before they met at the aforementioned Oceanside Ice Arena, where UNLV won that first affair 2-1. Arizona State trying to win the series here this afternoon. UNLV coming the other way. A shot. Ham had a little trouble with it. Back behind the net. Arizona State looks to clear. On it is Marchand. Marchand will chip it up into the neutral zone. Bouncing around McCall will settle it for UNLV. Wyatt with 2 goals last night for UNLV. He'll get that puck in. Ham being out of his net to play it as he scurries back into place. Save from Ham, back behind his net. Wyatt tries to push it in front. A good paddle from Ham denies that. Marchand, the sophomore, will sky that one forward. Both teams playing a little bit of Hail Mary pass trying to break these out. That one just kept in by Newland. Newland through the middle, and that couldn't find on the back door as he was looking for his partner Butler.
Yeah, I love the overall game plan, but unfortunately just bobbles the puck were Newman and Butler, and they couldn't finish on that backdoor attempt.
What could have been the best look for Arizona State as they try to build momentum. Both teams playing a little more conservative to open this game than they did last night.
I mean, the thing is that when teams fight against one another, it is a part of the sport of hockey, but that's not something we want to be known for as a sport. You want someone to be entertained for hockey for the overall physicality, not sort of like gloves come off aggression kind of thing. So you want to be known for the pace of the game and also just how meticulous the great sport of hockey is.
Both teams very meticulous last night. A little bit of extra affairs here and there, Trey. As you said, not too much.
Like I said, I'm not against fighting in hockey, but at the same time, that's not the only thing that's keeping them afloat in terms of North American sports.
Sun Devils played great last night, 5-on-5. They look to build upon that here. However, it's UNLV with a point shot that deflects up into the netting for our first stoppage of the game, just over 3 minutes in.
Rebels have 3 shots on goal. Sun Devils still unable to get a shot on Benedetto.
And Benedetto, only his second game of the season, Trey, but he's looked pretty sharp so far in his one appearance.
Yeah, so posted a shutout versus Grand Canyon in an 11-0 victory. But the thing is, that's kind of hard to assess considering the fact that, with all due respect, Grand Canyon is not really all that formidable. So usually it's a little easier for goalies to get that type of shutout. But that's not to take anything away from Benedetto. But usually I'm sure him as a goalie, he would like just a tougher opponent, more of a challenge to try to feel like he really solidified his shutout and earned it.
Certainly, to your point, a good job, a good game to get his feet wet, and a much harder contest tonight against Arizona State. Quas will rip one in front, the puck loose in the slot, carried out now by UNLV. Budasov chips it in behind the defense. Palmer got on his horse, however, picks it up for Arizona State, and they'll just push it ahead, alleviating the pressure.
I think on that previous offensive possession by ASU, Phillips is going to be kicking himself for that because he was in a very good opportunity to try to corral the rebound, crash the net, and find the back of the net to score.
Arizona State getting the first goal in last night's game. They would love to get the first goal here this afternoon as well. Tillman now will throw one on. Benedetto, an easy save for him, and we'll have a stoppage.
15:46 remaining in period number 1. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Shots on goal differential 3-2 in favor of the Running Rebels of UNLV.
Offensive zone draw forthcoming for Robinson. Number 71 for Arizona State will lean in. He was good in the circle last night. Gets the win there. However, UNLV wingers quick to get on the puck and support their centerman. UNLV now will look to break it out of their own end. gets it in behind the defense. Tillman takes a hard ride in the corner. Kylie Rand comes in to help him out. Rand now trying to get out for UNLV. That puck getting smashed around. Robinson picks it up. Robinson on his backhand, throws it in front, no one there. Kylie Rand getting tied up by the defenseman McCollum. And now Marchand has to deal with a sky chip. He'll deal with it well, and Arizona State right back the other way. Kylie Rand gives a quick head bob, chips it in behind the defense. Robinson, Rand wants it back, he gets it, poked away by UNLV, and Rand will skate it out.
Yeah, excellent defense by Rand right there, popping the puck on free off of the stick possession of Riley Ram.
UNLV still on it. Rand with another good play as he got physical. That puck drops in the slot. No one can find it. Rand again on the puck, and he'll go for a change after a long shift. UNLV still keeping it alive at the point, only for a second as Arizona State chips it out and looks for a change. Kylie Rand takes a hard ride, and UNLV will now look to set things up in their defensive end. Ben Chase, first shift of the night. He had a great game last night here at the Iceplex. An assist, very physical all over the ice. As he's on the puck right now. Chase backs up to his defense. Kennedy on it. Kennedy can't get it deep, and Ham will have to come out and play it for his defense. Mundy now skates it across his own blue. Across the red, he takes a hard ride at the bench. He gets it in, a shot goes just wide from Kennedy. Murphy will step in, keeps the puck alive. Kennedy gives a hard check in the corner to Mazzillo. And the Rebels will push it ahead. And now a quick shot. Chase couldn't get the blocker on it. It goes high over the net, and Marchand will chip it ahead for Arizona State. We'll go to stoppage, I believe, for a high touch.
13:32 remaining in period number one. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Shots on goal differential still remains 3-2 in favor of UNLV.
And the pace tray picking up a little bit right now, something we kind of expected for UNLV given how much this game means to them.
Yeah, so UNLV began the year 2-0, and they suffered their first loss against the Sun Devil team just last night. And last year, UNLV had a record of 25-7-1, and they lost in the second round to Liberty during the national tournament. Look out, watch your head, duck and cover. As I was saying, they lost to Liberty University in the national tournament earlier this year. So UNLV is definitely looking to put their foot on the gas pedal to try to pedal on ahead and just regain possession, and also just try to get some vengeance on this Sun Devil team.
Rebels now will do exactly that as they push it in the offensive zone. On a half wall, taking a hard check with Strong. Strong gets back up, gets on the puck, sends it to the point. Rebels play pitch and catch. Mazzillo was shot through traffic, tipped away into the corner. The runner Rebels still on it. Back door, Del Monte, he'll turn around, rip one, waffle boarded away by Ham. Arizona State will take it ahead. Newland drops it over. Quick shot that deflects into the corner. Lee will step in from the point to keep it alive. Throws down low, has to deal with the large defenseman Del Monte. Butler now learning what Del Monte's all about as it gets physical behind the net.
And it looks like someone's stick broke, so a little bit of a yard sale happening here in Tempe, Arizona.
Arizona State trying to take advantage of the miscommunication. That shot deflected into the corner by Butler. The Rebels will chip that in. Fisher giving chase. Palmer, the first one to the puck for Arizona State. Lee gets it up the half wall. A little miscommunication in front of the Sun Devil bench. And UNLV right back on the attack after the turnover. Newland a chance to slow things down as he'll skate it ahead and chip it in behind the defense. Palmer activated from the point. Phillips throws one in front, deflected down. UNLV doing a good job clearing the front of the net for the most part. Taking that puck out of his own skates was White. Trenton White got very physical in last night's affair. As Ham makes a save, Sun Devils struggling to clear it. Stepping in at the point, keeping it alive is Carollo. UNLV still giving chase behind the net. The Sun Devils struggle to kick it out. White now does so. He'll chip it off the glass. That will go down. No icing on the play.
Yeah, able to reach the hash marks, and it'll negate the icing call.
UNLV back the other way. That high shot goes all the way around. It's going to break out Arizona State. Robinson picks it up, turns around, skates in. He'll go around the goalie, throws it in front. Empty net. Tillman couldn't put it away. A gaping 4x6 was awaiting him, and he missed the shot.
Oh my goodness. Tillman, wide open opportunity. I know it's early in this game, but if ASU comes on the losing end, they're definitely going to look back on that play. Reminds me of Patrick Stefan missing the open net a few years back.
That's one that I think Tillman's going to be dreaming about later tonight. Maybe more of a nightmare, actually.
Yeah, but I'll be a little bit more polite versus the announcers on that Stefan play.
The running Rebels bring it back across the blue line. That shot blocked away by Marchand. Wyatt gives chase for UNLV. The first one there, however, for Arizona State is Tillman. Tillman, after a tough shift, will go back to the bench for a change. Gallant across the blue line. Dipsy doodles his way past one. As Arizona State trying to muck it up the best they can right now in the middle of the ice.
A little more than halfway done with period number one. Both teams playing aggressive and fast, but nothing to show for it on the scoreboard.
A turnover by Ham to UNLV, and they couldn't get the pass to the front of the net. UNLV back the other way, blocked in front. Ham down, trying to find the puck. It's loose in front of the blue paint. Stepping in now, keeping it alive for the Rebels. Pushed in front, a delayed penalty coming here. As UNLV will skate this back and try to set up a 6-on-5 opportunity.
Yep, so now the running Rebels have an extra skater, and as soon as ASU touches the puck, they will be heading to the penalty kill as Benedetto skated over to the bench.
And they do get the touch up on the play and the whistle here as we see who skates to the sin bin for Arizona State.
We're looking for the official assessment.
It looks like the linesman went to the UNLV bench with a broken stick tray. I think that's going to be a slashing call on the ASU captain, Olsen.
Yep, I saw the motion from the referees. It looks like that is the official call, so Olsen will sit for the next 2 minutes. He is out of commission, and the running Rebels are now on the man advantage. Golden opportunity to try to break this scoreless game.
A one-timer from the point, saved by Ham. As the UNLV power play last night was something to behold. 2 goals in the first period on the power play. Ham corrals that shot, and he'll cover it up.
A minute 39 remaining in Olsen's penalty. ASU still has not blasted the puck down the other side of the ring to try to kill some significant time. So as soon as they get a stick on it, expect for them to try to clear it.
And they say shorthanded, your goaltender has to be your best player. I'm sure that's going to be the case for Arizona State.
Coming on the far side faceoff circle in the defensive end for ASU.
Brand wins the draw for UNLV. As Winger steps in, couldn't get the shot through. It's getting physical in the corner, and Arizona State able to get that clear.
First time on this PK for ASU to clear it down to the other side of the rink. So a minute 20 remaining in Olsen's penalty.
Olsen watching on from the penalty box as his teammates try to get a kill. Almost stepping in behind the defense there was Mensch. UNLV operating below the goal line as they work it low to high. McCollum switches it with his D partner. Back to McCollum. Still on it now. He looks for the shot through traffic. Ham with the save, and Arizona State gets a much-needed clear.
Reaches the paddle of Benedetto, holds on to it, and drops it on back to his teammate.
Benedetto not seeing too much action the last few minutes of this game. He'll look to stay fresh and aware back there as UNLV tries to finish off this power play. And that will be an offsides against the Rebels.
Yeah, for the last few minutes, ASU's only had 1 shot on Benedetto, so you're talking about him having sort of a breakage of action. these last few possessions. So ASU's got to get something cooking, as right now UNLV, they have 9 shots on Ham.
UNLV, same as last night, dominating the shot clock in the first period. As the Sun Devils will win the draw and send this all the way down. Only 30 seconds left shorthanded. UNLV will try to push one more time. Wyatt skating ahead, the younger brother of Cole. That was Jackson giving it off to the winger. Running it all the way around now to Cole. Cole Wyatt on it. He'll send it up to Del Monte. Del Monte over to Jackson Wyatt. Through traffic, deflected. Cole Wyatt steps in as he gets a hard ride from Newland. Keeps it alive. Del Monte from the point. Deflected behind the net. UNLV still on the puck. As we are full strength now, the Sun Devils do get a successful clear. They'll now want to get this puck chipped out of their own end, and they will. Olsen out of the box, pushes it ahead. Newland across to Butler. Butler skating in, rips one, almost hit the post there. The first action ASU's had offensively in a few minutes.
We've been seeing people like Butler get involved in the offensive strategy for ASU, but still nothing to show for it.
A collision at center ice as both teams try to corral the puck. Barry will touch up, and that's going to be a hand pass, and I believe an offensive zone draw coming for Arizona State.
Yep, it is, and we're going to head back once again into the offensive end for ASU in the south part of the rink. 6:27 remaining in the first period. It's been a relatively clean game for the most part, albeit the only person who has gone to the penalty box was Olsen for slashing, but this game has been well-paced by both respective programs.
Not too many whistles. Always a good thing. A lot more fun to commentate when there's not as many stoppages. And just as we mentioned that, Ham with a save.
Yeah, great glove save by Ham as he snatched it out of thin air to pause action with 6:16 remaining in the first period.
And Arizona State so far doing a good job containing UNLV. The Rebels will rip that one right off the draw. Goes wide of the net. Kept alive at the point. The Arizona State bench saying it went out of play. The Rebels continue on. Backhand shot in front. Ham didn't need to make the save. And Arizona State will push that off the boards. UNLV feeling a little bit of momentum after the power play opportunities, and they'll skate it right back in. Fisher dislodges the Arizona State defender. He'll skate it behind the net to Budasov. Wanted the shot, poked away by, looked like Connor Tillman at the last second. Rebels go for a change back behind the play as Budasov just chips it in. And Arizona State, their first opportunity since before the shorthanded chance to break it out. That pass unsuccessful. Mazzillo pushes it right back in for UNLV. Lundy, a nice display of skating, allows Arizona State to move that puck forward, but once again, same story. UNLV comes right back the other way. As we're down to the final 5 minutes here, Trey, not as clean a look passing-wise for Arizona State.
No, and that's why they only have 4 shots on Benedetto, and it goes back to that missed opportunity just a while ago by Tillman. So will that come back to bite ASU? We still have 2 periods of hockey to be played once the first period comes and goes, but still, you have to try to capitalize on those opportunities if your passing game and your execution just isn't working.
That puck will be collected on the UNLV bench. Arizona State with the best chance, as you mentioned, so far in this game. UNLV with all the momentum, however. And the story, we mentioned it in the pregame, it's continuing so far. Ham having to be the best player for Arizona State.
Yep, he has faced 11 shots so far, so if you're the ASU defense, you got to try to get in front of your netminder to try to suppress some of those shot attempts coming off the stick of the running Rebels.
Rebels turn it over. Picked up and chipped back in by Quast. Quast will be the first one to the puck in the corner. He'll skate it out of the corner to the faceoff dot, drop it back down low to Friesen. Friesen ties up his man. Phillips wanted to backhand that into the front of the net. Nothing there. UNLV skates it back the other way. Maybe a 2-on-1. McCollum in front of the net. No one there to pick it up for the Rebels. That pass couldn't quite connect for Phillips, and Arizona State with an icing.
Only a handful of icing calls in the average hockey game originated in the 1930s when the New York Americans and the Boston Bruins would just repeatedly blast the puck just to annoy one another. League officials had to create the rule saying, you guys, it's not how we play the sport of hockey, knock it off.
Maybe one of the best rule changes they ever made, as I could see how that would be pretty annoying, certainly for any of the fans in attendance watching the game.
Yeah, you can thank the Boston Bruins for that, but obviously the New York Americans are a defunct professional hockey team.
Not too often I'll be saying thank you to the Boston Bruins, but this is one of those few times.
As a New Jersey Devils fan, I feel you on that.
Arizona State almost gets the home run pass. Getting in behind the defense was Gross. He'll be the first one to the puck. Gross taking a hard ride, chips it in to the corner. Newland there, gives it to Butler. Butler behind the net. He looks to Buttonhook. Newland comes in to help him out. Still on the boards is Butler. UNLV finally able to clear that into the neutral zone. It's Benedetto, a nice job setting that up for his defense. Carollo, one of the consistent defensemen for UNLV, will set this up, looking for the breakout pass. Carollo gets his head up. He wanted to stretch it all the way down. A turnover. Arizona State the other way. Newland wanted to find Palmer on the wing. That wouldn't go, and now we have our first penalty to UNLV.
Yep, so ASU will be on the man advantage for the next 2 minutes. 2:50 remaining in period number one. Heading to the box is Jake Berry, the Brookfield, Wisconsin native, so he'll sit for the next 2 minutes once more. And golden opportunity for ASU to try to get some more shots on Benedetto.
In the corner, it's UNLV who win that draw, and they'll just send it all the way down the ice. A good start to the penalty kill for the Runnin' Rebels.
I've been told that since it is hockey, they are actually called the Skating Rebels, not the Runnin' Rebels.
I guess it is hard to run on ice.
Touche to that.
Of the second period.
The Rebels still on it. They'll rip one off the glass all the way down. Arizona State, the passing still not there as they're not able to get any offensive zone time. A hard check back behind the play. Marchand goes down. Tillman skates it ahead. Onside, Tillman, the shot, the rebound in front, they score! Kylie Ram picks up the garbage, and it's 1-0 Arizona State.
Well, there we go. They capitalize on the man advantage, Niall. So checking back into the game is Barry, but it's at the expense of giving up a power play goal. So ASU lights the lamp first, and now they're off and running. It's 1-0.
And Tillman got to be feeling a little bit better about himself. He took the shot that leads to the great rebound attempt as he'll get the assist to Kylie Ram's goal. And you mentioned Arizona State needing to capitalize on the power play. They do exactly that with 2:09 remaining here in the first.
Yep, Kylie Ram just came ramming on in on the blue paint.
Doing what he does best as the top centerman for Arizona State. Now the Phillips line back on the ice.
Sun Devil goal at 2:09.
Phillips giving a hard chase. He goes down. UNLV back the other way. Ham will come out to play it, and we'll have a stoppage.
Ram, assisted by number 19, Connor Tillman, and number 23, Wyatt Palmer.
So like you said, Tillman, that's sort of redemption for him as he got the primary assist on that previous Kylie Ram goal. So I think he is breathing a big sigh of relief knowing that he missed a wide open netting opportunity, but maybe it's not the goal, maybe he's not going to be credited with it, but at the same time, he gets the primary assist to make it a 1-0 game in favor of the Sun Devils in yellow.
The Skating Rebels turn it over in their own end. Digging away at it, Arizona State. Chase on it now. Behind the net, Chase surveying his options, goes back up to the point. Marchand wants it. He rips it. The save, rebound. Chase keeps it alive. Digging away at it is Kennedy, and UNLV has a chance to skate it out.
Absolute kookiness on the blue paint right there. If ASU got full grasp of that puck, it's 2-0 with ease. The Rebels should be thanking their lucky stars.
Olsen taking a hard ride. He looks to the official wanting a call. The referee saying no way, Jose. And the Sun Devils break it out.
Yeah, that was Max Johnson on that shove by Olsen, but But Johnson playing aggressive, and Olsen just wanted some sort of penalty assessed to Johnson. But like you said, referees weren't going to call it.
And you mentioned Johnson. He gave another shot to Gross on his way off the ice for the Rebels. The official saying Gross went down a little too soft, so it will be the offensive zone draw for UNLV. 56.3 on the clock. Leaning in is Caleb Strong for UNLV, but it's Marchand who emerges with the puck for Arizona State. He sidesteps one check, gets it up to his winger. Newland trying to make that pass east to west, wouldn't go. Rebels at center ice. They'll get it across the blue line, but only briefly as Butler pushes it ahead. Butler on it once again on his weak side. He wanted to dangle around the defense. Nothing going there. Butler giving chase, however, along with Newland. They keep it alive. Down low is Barry. They'll send it around. Olsen picks it up, deflected off the posts. Newland with a nice stick almost makes it 2-0 Arizona State.
Ring a ding right there off the post. Those ones always sting.
14 seconds and counting left here in the first period. Strong with maybe one last chance to push it ahead for UNLV. He'll get it across the blue line. His pass wouldn't go, and Arizona State will chip that ahead as the final seconds tick off here in the first period of what was a very interesting affair. Arizona State ultimately going to the break with the lead.
Yeah, some extracurricular activity happening between the Rebels and Sun Devils as referees have to intervene to try to escape both teams back to their bench into the locker room. So hopefully, if that was any indication as to how the period ended, I think we're going to be in for one great show for period number 2.
I think we'll be in for a great show as there's no love lost between these two teams whatsoever. Arizona State going to the break with the lead, 1-0 over visiting UNLV, and we'll be back in a quick 15 minutes here on ASU ACHA Hockey YouTube.
welcome back to Mountain America Community Iceplex for the start of period number 2. Trey Matthews doing the play-by-play for period number 2 alongside with Niall Cooper. So, Niall, catch everyone up what happened in period number 1, because as the game progressed, we saw a lot more bursts of speeds from both respective programs.
We certainly did. It started off a little slow at the beginning of that first period, and then it really picked up. We saw the Skating Rebels get their game established. They were really dominating the shot clock in that middle part of the first period. Arizona State were able to stave off a shorthanded chance, and then a goal late in the period on the power play for Arizona State from Kylie Ram gives them that 1-0 lead that they're still working with right now.
So we have a couple of penalties to announce. So in the sin bin for UNLV, it is Luke Burke. He is spending time for unsportsmanlike conduct, and the same penalty was assessed to Ryan Robinson for the Sun Devils. So for the next 2 minutes, we are going to get 4-on-4 hockey here in Tempe, Arizona. So interesting fact for Luke Burke, he played his rookie year at Adrian College for their ACHA team. He is a Dexter, Michigan native. That is actually my alma mater. Far side face-off circle, and ASU is requesting for a penalty. And are they going to get it? That's the question.
It looks like they will. Ty Marchand, believe it or not, the second time in 2 games he's been tripped with a kneeing call. And this time UNLV will go to the box for 2 minutes as it's Mazzillo taking a seat.
So easy come, easy go. We had 4-on-4 hockey to begin period number 2, but now we are going to get 4-on-3 in favor of the Sun Devils in yellow.
The infrequently seen and dreaded 4-on-3 power play for Arizona State. We'll see if they can take advantage of all the extra ice out there.
Hunter Mazzillo assessed that call, so he'll sit for the next 2 minutes. So for the next minute 46, ASU will be on the power play. Up top for Marchand. Slides it on down.
Hunter Mazzillo.
Towards the right for Butler. Butler, a couple steps back over to the far side faceoff circle. Dropping on back for Marchand. Over to the near side. Flutters on in. Marchand with the shot attempt goes a little too far wide. Picked up on the near side by Tillman. Tillman, a couple steps to his back. Over to Marchand. Marchand flips it up ahead into the stick possession of Butler. Butler with the shot attempt on the crease. And UNLV able to tightrope out of that situation as the puck swings over to the south part of the rink. That will clear some time. Once again, ASU is on the man advantage, 4-on-3 in their favor for next minute 13. No, 55 seconds, excuse me, I beg your pardon. Near side for Tillman once more. Spins it around over to the far side. Up top, Marchand with the shot attempt. Excellent save by Benedetto.
And we see Marchand so far not afraid to shoot the puck on this power play. He was known for a great shot last year, the freshman All-WCHL first team. His second year with Arizona State, looking to build upon that and get the Devils back to the promised land of the national tournament.
UNLV blasts the puck down to the other side of the rink to kill some more time. Marchand takes control of it below the goal line of his netminder, of Ham, over to the far side. Swings it over to the near side for Olsen. Olsen, he scored the only goal in period number 1. Goes below the goal line. Blasts it down to the other side of the rink. My mistake, Kylie Ram scored the goal for ASU in period number 1. Near side for Marchand. Marchand passing over to Olsen. Olsen rims it around, goes below the goal line. Right side half wall. Time winding down. Checking back into the game is Robinson for ASU. And also Burke for UNLV. ASU, 5 seconds remaining in their power play. Nobody home in the slot. Robinson with the shot attempt, dies out in front, doesn't even reach Benedetto. Blasted down to the other side of the rink. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey here in Tempe, Arizona. Shots on goal differential, 12-11 in favor of the Rebels.
Arizona State, a couple good chances on that power play. Robinson came out to make it 5-on-4 and immediately had a great shooting opportunity. That might have even caught the pipe on the way out.
Marchand trying to quarterback the offense, turns it back over to UNLV. Racing over for it is Golant. Golant now hustling back into the offensive end for ASU is Tillman. Tillman spins it around over to Robinson. Robinson goes below the goal line. Trying to fish it on out is Del Monte. Del Monte up top. He was looking for some help. Pass intended for UNLV. Goes below the goal line. Up top for ASU once more. Lets a shot rip. Dies out in front. Keeping it on sides is Tillman. Far side part of the board. Still on sides for ASU. Whiffs at nothing but air. And it squirts back into neutral zone. ASU hustling for it. Taking control of it is Lundy. Lundy at the red line. Puts on the brakes. Taps it weakly over to his teammate. And referees blow their whistle. We're going to get a face-off, looks like, on the near side. 16:30 remaining in the middle period of frame. ASU on top by a score of 1-0, thanks to Tyler Kiley Ram.
And a great shooting opportunity on that last offensive opportunity for Tillman. He went knuckle puck style straight out of D1 Mighty Ducks movie, and that one almost caught Benedetto off guard.
Face-off is drawn. ASU battling for it in front. Unable to corral the rebound was Murphy. Holding on to it is Benedetto. That stops action with 16:25 remaining in period number 2.
And Chase and Strong getting into it a little bit after the whistle. I don't think Chase liked the shot that Strong took at him after the play.
Face-off is drawn. UNLV trying to get control of it. That's Burke. Leaves the attacking end for ASU. Now taking it from end to end. Here comes Burke on the near side, passing it up ahead to his teammate McCollum. McCollum is unable to finish on Ham. What a save by Ham, using his equipment to keep the Rebels scoreless. Back into neutral zone for Marchand. Dumps it on in. Goes back into the defensive end for UNLV. Tries to slide it up ahead over to the near side for Burke. Burke passing it over to his left for Strong. Strong goes deep on in, near side faceoff circle. ASU trying to pop the puck on free. Goes below the goal line. UNLV trying to keep their offensive attack alive. Wyatt poking at the puck, goes back into the possession of ASU. Taking control of it is Chase. Over to the near side for Quas. Takes it up to the blue line, but no further. Goes below the goal line. Spinning it around is Wyatt. Now here come the Rebels, taking it into neutral zone. Kelly looking for an opening. Near side faceoff circle, still in the defensive end for the boys in red. Skating up on the near side is Rand. Charging on in below the goal line. Far side half wall. Taps it off the boards. Goes below the cage once more, trying to center her off. Looking for the shot attempt is Ford. Shooting. Ham holding on to it, fumbles it out in front. Absolute bedlam on the crease, and it looks like UNLV, they're going to have that goal waved off. They were celebrating in front of Ham, but referees blew their whistle saying the goal is no good.
And as we're looking at the play right now, you can see the puck loose in what would be the back of the net as the net's off the moorings. The referee blew it dead as he lost sight of the puck. And the Rebels right now stating their case to no end right now that should have been a goal. Ham doing all he could to keep it out for Arizona State.
See one of the alternate captains, Del Monte, trying to plead his case with the referees. But to no cigar, referee's going to discuss it. Discuss each perspective of it. Still 1-0 on the scoreboard for at Mountain America Community Iceflex.
And Trey, it's not too often that you see a team go to the referees and overturn a call. Looks like we will continue that trend here, as that's not going to be a goal ruled in the favor of UNLV.
That's got to sting if you're the Rebels. Seems like the Rebels are getting all the shots they want on Ham, but it still results in nothing. It looks like the referees are trying to warn the coaching staff for UNLV to just tone it down a little bit. I can understand the frustrations from the Rebels, however. Near side, dropping on back for Felling. Far side, back into neutral zone. Full steam ahead. Here comes Newland. Newland below the goal line, taps it off the paddle of Benedetto. Far side part of the boards, tips it off. Goes below the goal line. Hustling for the puck is Kelly. Kelly over to the near side corner. ASU trying to tap the puck on free. Taking control of it is Olsen. Going below the goal line in a bit of a mess. The boys in red and black able to take control of it, and they're going to try this attack again. Goes high of the crossbar. Demanding for the puck was Barry. Barry near side corner. near side faceoff circle, goes back to Marshawn. Marshawn flips the puck over to Newland. Newland loses control of it, flings it over to the far side, picked up by Ford. Ford takes it below the goal line. Here come the Rebels of UNLV. Skating up ahead was Felling. He lost control of it. Near side faceoff circle. Robinson looking for the shot attempt, trying to go backdoor, and ASU will score. They go up 2-0 here in Tempe, Arizona. Full steam ahead, and they were able to finish.
A much-needed goal for Arizona State. First one in line is Caden Butler. He's been all over the ice so far this afternoon, and he made sure to put away the opportunity there. He banged at it once, wouldn't go, banged at it a second time, and was able to chip that just over the leg pad of Benedetto. And Arizona State, the bend but not break defense, they go the other way, and it's 2-0 Sun Devils.
The Butler serves up another goal for ASU. It's 2-0 here in Tempe, Arizona. 13:47 remaining in period number 2. Obviously, I think Robinson is going to be credited with an assist as he was chipping at the puck, trying to knock it loose. And Kylie Ram will get his second point of the game, credited with the assist. So Ram already a multi-point productive day. Near side, Ness trying to center it off with his teammate of Fisher. Goes below the goal line. Fighting for it, goes over to the far side faceoff circle. Butostov unable to do anything with it. Robinson flings it off the boards near side. Back into neutral ice, picked up by Robinson. Near side, swings it up ahead. And it looks like the puck hit the safety netting here at Mountain America Community Iceplex. So 13-14 remaining in period number 2. That stops action. ASU on top of UNLV by a score of 2-0.
And Kylie Ram getting another shift here for head coach Austin Klein and company, as he's had a great night, spurring a lot of the offense with a second point, as you mentioned, partner, an assist on the goal by Butler, as they'll go for a quick change, and the chase line will come back out now for the Sun Devils.
Face off at center ice, won by UNLV. Wyatt passing it over to his left, now back over to Wyatt. Wyatt tries to fling it up ahead, intercepted by Olsen. Rebels resetting their offense, tries to bank it off the boards. Coming up ahead is Golant. Far side face-off circle off the shot attempt, goes high at the crossbar, hits the safety netting once more. 12:56 remaining in period number 2. Shots on goal differential 15-14 in favor of the Rebels of UNLV.
And for the second time today, a souvenir for a lucky fan, as we've got quite a few kids in attendance today. They were excited to get after that loose puck.
They might have to return that, I would presume. Near side, picked up by Chase. Chase takes it past the red line, now past the blue line. Rims it around, back over to Johnson for UNLV. Squirts back into neutral ice. Olsen dropping it on back. Near side for Marshawn. Marshawn passing over to his right, back into the stick possession of Olsen. Rolls back in the defensive end for UNLV. Goes below the goal line. Wrestling for it. ASU looking for control of it. Now back into neutral ice. Electing to dump it on in was Ness. Held on to by Ham. As UNLV came storming up ahead, Ham elected to just stop action with 12:16 remaining in period number 2.
And Ham, maybe an opportunity to cover that puck before the shot by Gallant. Gallant, the super senior for UNLV, came in and ripped that quick little rebound right onto Ham, and he had to do his best to seal that near side post.
Face-off is drawn on the near side. Passing over to the far side, ASU unable to get a twig on it. Far side face-off circle off the shot attempt of UNLV, goes below the goal line. Trying to corral the rebound is Mensch. Back up top for Barry. Barry slides it on down in front of Ham, goes below the cage, looking for a shot attempt. That one will count for UNLV, and they score. They cut the lead in half. It's still 2-1 in favor of ASU. Credit that goal to Luke Burke, the Dexter, Michigan native.
Burke, fresh off the transfer from Adrian College. He was in the right spot at the right time. Ham making a great initial save for Arizona State. UNLV would not be denied those. They kept after the play, worked it around to the short side, and Burke roofed that shot, and just like that, UNLV is right back in this game.
Face-off is drawn, goes back to ASU. ASU looking for an insurance goal as they are still up by 1 goal, but they want a cushion to work with, especially with how dominant this Rebel team can be. Chipping at it over to the far side, feathers it on in, goes below the goal line. Hustling for it is Corallo. Corallo for the Rebels, squirts back into neutral zone, picked up by ASU, taking over to the red line, far side, flings it up ahead, goes flying, trying to saucer it, taps it off the glass, ASU picks it up. Keeping it on sides was Quas, spinning it around over to the near side half wall, back into neutral ice. UNLV, Barry, takes it up to the red line, trying to help him out. Mensch takes it past the blue line. Now over to Barry, far side, goes below the goal line. Now here comes Palmer. Palmer. Putting on the brakes is Cooch. Kylie Ram comes up on the near side. Takes it below the goal line. Spinning it around, scores back into neutral ice. Marchand. There on the back skate, passing over to his right into the possession of Olsen. Olsen taps it off the boards. Intercepted by Kelly. Goes below the goal line. Robinson wrestling for it. Far side half wall on the attacking end for the Rebels. They'll reset. Passing over to Kelly. Kelly puts on the brakes. Right side half wall, trying to pass over to the face-off circle. That pass was intended for Rand. Here comes Robinson, near side. Trying to go back door alongside with his teammate of Tillman. Unfortunately, Tillman ran out of room, and Robinson put a little too much muscle on that pass attempt.
A great look by Robinson. The little turnaround backhand no-look pass to the front of the ice. Put it in just the right spot.
Here comes Robinson once more. Into the slot. Now over to the far side face-off circle. Marchand with a series of excellent moves with the shot attempt once more. And he had 2 attempts, and it results in the same, which is nothing. And we play on.
Rebels with a great last-second block to deny Marchand as he walked in from the point. He wanted to rip that one.
Near side. Leaks back into the defensive end for ASU. Here comes Olsen on the far side. UNLV playing some aggressive defense on him, charging it in on the doorstep, and Ham will hold on to it. 9:15 remaining in period number 2.
Ham going full splits to deny the chance there as the captain, Olsen, in the corner, ended up falling down, and that allowed the quick 2-on-1 opportunity that UNLV capitalized on. Chase Ham once again standing tall between the pipes.
Face-off coming on the near side, glove side. Now in the slot. Kelly looking for the screen. In front of UNLV's bench, still in their attacking end. 9 minutes remaining in period number 2. UNLV unable to keep it on sides. Referees gave the offsides warning, so ASU was able to corral it with ease. Near side once again for Barry for the Rebels. Spinning it around, playing excellent defense is Murphy. Goes below the goal line, up top for ASU once more. Rips one, near side. UNLV saucers up ahead, back into the red line. Using his paddle and then using the trapper to hold on to it was Ham. Stops action with 8:28 remaining in the middle period of frame.
A little bit of an eclectic pace the last few minutes here in this game. Ham taking a few more shots on goal as UNLV started to settle into this 5-on-5. Maybe the best hockey that we've seen them play 5-on-5 so far this weekend. And Arizona State is being put to the test defensively.
Face-off on the near side face-off circle, glove side of Ham. Right wing side, Johnson up top. With the shot attempt, goes a little too far wide. There on the rebound, trying to go back door, goes back to ASU. With speed is Butler. Butler scored in this game. He took it up to the blue line, but no further. Near side, ASU. Kisses off the boards, dropping on back. Now charging up ahead is Gross. Olsen trying to use his body to keep the offensive attack alive for ASU. Near side corner. 7:50 remaining in period number 2. Olsen wrestling with Johnson in front of ASU's bench. Leaks back into neutral zone for ASU. Newland dumps it on in, spins it around. Newland had to come off, line change for the Sun Devils in yellow. Corallo with the shot attempt, goes too far. Here comes Gross. Gross passing over to Robinson. Robinson took it over to the far side faceoff circle, right wing side. Back at the red line for ASU, rifles it on in. Corralling it is Wyatt. Goes below the goal line. 7:10 remaining in period number 2. ASU on top by a score of 2-1. Shots on goal differential 21-15 in favor of the Rebels. Picked up on the near side by Palmer. Back over to Palmer. Palmer taps it off the boards. With speed, here comes Kylie Ram. Kylie Ram trying to win the battle alongside with McCollum. Kylie Ram ran out of room as the puck squirts over to the near side. Feathers back into neutral ice. Now here comes Rand. Rand. This time Rand ran out of room for the Rebels. ASU playing some excellent defense. Now over to the near side. Back up top for Wyatt. Wyatt couple steps in. Dropping on back for Strong. Strong with the shot attempt goes too far wide. And it goes out of play, so 6:17 remaining in period number 2. Shots on goal differential 22-15 in favor of UNLV.
And a smart play there by Jackson Wyatt, the defenseman for UNLV. He had a chance to shoot the puck, but he saw that he had to clear lane to the net. It would have been an easy save for him. He elects to skate down low, drop it for Strong, and try to allow a chance for his forwards to get to the blue paint and muck it up a little bit for UNLV. As we get into the latter stages of this middle period, they really would love to tie this game up.
They have about 6 minutes to do so. Going below the goal line for Kush. Back into neutral ice. Now over to the Rebels. Took it up to the blue line, but no further. Popping the puck free was Murphy. Pass was intended up ahead for Kennedy. Unfortunately, Kennedy wasn't able to reach the puck, and Benedetto lands onto it to stop action with 6:01 remaining in period number 2.
Benedetto maybe freelancing as a center fielder on the weekends when he's not playing hockey. A nice job getting underneath that one and collecting it with the glove.
Still baseball season here in the Valley. Arizona Diamondbacks now advance to the NLDS, and they'll take on the LA Dodgers tomorrow.
That should be a lot of fun. Can't wait for that series.
Clanks it off the boards. Into neutral zone. And offsides is the call. Felling got a little too antsy, so we're going to head back into neutral zone with a face-off with 5:53 remaining in period number 2.
And you can see a little more frustration starting to build on the face of head coach Anthony Greener for UNLV, as he's surprised his boys haven't been able to take command of this game. Last year, UNLV had no problem when they played Arizona State.
ASU, the boys in yellow, slides it up ahead. Reaching the stick of UNLV. Now over to the near side. Running out of room, back into neutral ice. ASU looking to reset their offense. Tapping it off his stick was Lundy. What a hit right there. That's going to wake you up in the morning was Del Monte as he went down. Unfortunately, that might result in a penalty as Ham came racing off the rink so ASU could get the extra attacker, and the Rebels will now be down of a player as Del Monte heads to the box. So the roster shrinks by 1 for the Rebels.
Del Monte sizing up a huge check on Chase. We had a great vantage point for that one, Trey, as Del Monte caught Chase with his head down, finished a little bit high on that check. Chase looks like he was a little shaken up afterwards, but Arizona State, the benefactors as they go on the power play.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear the sound and the impact from where we are, which we're at center ice, but yeah, Del Monte will sit for the next 2 minutes. So hockey has a lot of physicality. However, even hockey has its limits. Marchand up top. Couple steps over to his left. Dropping it on back for Tillman. Looking for the shorthanded goal. And he scores! stole the puck and able to find the back of the net was Tusov. So UNLV ties the game. I don't think it's what they draw it up, but they found the back of the net and score. And looks like Kelly will be assessed that goal for UNLV.
Certainly not the way you draw it up, but UNLV will take it nonetheless. As the Grand Rapids, Michigan native, the freshman did a great job breaking up the puck at the blue line. Connor Tillman got put in a spin cycle, couldn't figure out where the puck was. Next thing you know, Kelly's on a breakaway, and he does a great job roofing that one to tie this game up.
Yeah, not what the doctor ordered for ASU. Now it's a brand new game, so obviously Del Monte still sits in the penalty box since UNLV got the shorthanded goal, but shorthanded goals are like a strike of lightning. You don't know when they're going to strike, but when they do strike, they can be deadly and dangerous.
And they certainly were that for Arizona State. Connor Tillman, now the second time this game, he's going to be wanting a chance back.
4:25 remaining in period number 2. Yeah, ASU got a little too sloppy on that puck possession, but let's see if they could try to capitalize on their minute power play. Goes below the goal line, over to the near side, scores back into neutral ice. UNLV blasted down to the other side of the rink to kill some time. Marchand taking his leisure below his netminder of Ham. Quarterbacking this offense, passing over to the far side, taking it past the red line, now past the blue line. Charging on in, here's Newland with the shot attempt, gets shut down. Up top for Marchand with the one-timer attempt. And finding the stick were the Rebels. Blasted down to the other side of the ring to kill some more time. 25 seconds remaining in the penalty for Del Monte. Here comes Chase on the near side, stretching it over to the far side for Butler. And offsides is assessed. Butler got a little too antsy, so we're going to head back into neutral zone with a face-off with 3:33 remaining in period number 2.
Arizona State a little shaken up after that shorthanded goal conceded. You can see the bench not communicating nearly as much as they were earlier, and it's going to take some of the leaders for this Sun Devil club to get them back on track.
Face-off is drawn. ASU looking for the screen attempt. Up top for White. White slides it on down. Near side, 3 seconds remaining in Del Monte's penalty. He checks back in the game. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey. ASU unable to capitalize on the power play opportunity, but UNLV got a shorthanded goal. Series of excellent moves by Butler, trying to knock the puck on loose, unable to do so. Trying to work end-to-end was Gallant. Goes over to the near side for ASU, looking for the wraparound attempt, runs out of room. Frison was unable to get full grasp of the puck. Puck went into neutral ice, now out of play, 2:50 remaining in period number 2.
The head coach for UNLV right now lobbying for a penalty against Arizona State, as it was the skate of a player who was technically supposed to be off the ice already that made contact with the puck. The officials talking it over. Meanwhile, Austin Klein, the Sun Devil head coach, lobbying for no penalty. And ultimately we'll have a neutral zone draw. Almost a quasi-timeout here for UNLV as they get their troops over to size up a potential offensive zone draw.
Yeah, I mean, for UNLV, the momentum has gone their way because after ASU scored 2 unanswered goals, they responded right back, and now they scored 2 unanswered goals, and we have a brand new game as it's tied 2 apiece. Face off in neutral zone on the red line. Goes back to the Rebels in black and red. Slides over to the far side. Trying to get a stick on it was Phillips. Near side for Burke. Trying to center it off with the shot attempt off the stick of UNLV. Mensch was unable to do anything with it. Far side half wall, trying to get a twig on it. Goes below the goal line for Marchand, spins it around. Frison looking for it. Held on to by Ham, stops action with 2:25 remaining in period number 2.
Ham doing a good job to position himself right behind that one. You could hear that puck slap right off the face of Sparky the Sun Devil as both teams continue jawing a little bit after the whistle. A very cagey affair we mentioned in the first period. A little more animosity now that UNLV has tied this game back up.
Shots on goal differential 25-16 in favor of the Rebels in red. Face-off coming on the right wing side. Marchand take it over to the near side. Banks it off the boards. Back into Wyatt's stick. Near side for Marchand once again. Tries to saucer up ahead. Pass intended for Quast. Far side face-off circle. Shot attempt goes too high of the crossbar. Growling the rebound was Felling. Goes below the goal line. ASU searching for it. Far side. Trying to tap it on free. Here comes Murphy. Dumps it on in. Icing is assessed. Getting there in plenty of time was McCollum, so we're going to head back into the offensive end for UNLV with a face-off. Just a little over 90 seconds remaining in this period, a minute 48 to be exact, and this game is tied 2 apiece.
The passing right now for the Sun Devils not nearly as crisp as it was earlier in the period.
Left side half wall, left wing side, now over to the right wing side for ASU. Trying to center off, UNLV looking for the opening. Right side half wall once more, up top. Couple steps in, looking for the shot attempt. Ham holds on to it. We saw McCollum trying to get the shot attempt out in front, comes up empty.
You can see the Sun Devils starting to get a little bit tired the tail end of this period. The legs getting a little bit straighter on the strides. The Rebels getting more opportunities to get clean shots off to the net. And Austin Klein, head coach for Arizona State, will opt for a change to get the Robinson, Kylie Ram, and Connor Tillman line out. One of the best lines tonight for Arizona State.
Face-off is drawn. ASU looking for some sort of push. Held on to by Ham once more immediately after the draw. Drawn once more, goes below the goal line, rims it around. Over to the far side for Strong. Trying to center off. Hits the twig of Burke. Right side half wall, Strong. Receives the pass, Mensch. Over to Strong, back up top for Dalmonte. Let one rip, and Ham located it beautifully. 1:05 remaining in period number 2.
And how about Burke with a nice play, looking like Cristiano Ronaldo as he chests that puck down from high in the air to keep the play alive. He already has a goal tonight, and you can see he's really feeling himself.
Face-off is going to be drawn on the near side. Over to the far side now. Back into neutral ice. 1 minute remaining in period number 2. Here comes Robinson, looking for the wraparound attempt. And UNLV pinched him. ASU collects it in neutral ice in the safe haven. Far side face-off circle. Now over to UNLV. Tries to dip it up ahead. Johnson, far side face-off circle, goes below the goal line, high of the crossbar. Near side, picked up by Johnson once more. Right side half wall, Robinson intercepts it. He takes it past the red line, now past the blue line. Over to the far side, puts on the brakes, up top on the right point. Spins it around, pass intended for Olsen. Goes below the goal line. Now over to the near side corner. Trying to chip the puck on loose, UNLV corrals it. Fisher looking for control of it. Near side, flings it back over to Olsen, the captain for ASU. Takes it below the goal line, and Triple Zeros have hit the boards, and that's all she wrote for period number 2. So a brand new game. ASU was able to go off and running. They led 2-0, but unfortunately UNLV answered on back 2 unanswered goals.
They certainly did. Arizona State looked like they almost got into nursing the lead mode, and UNLV took that chance to take command of the game 5-on-5. They added a shorthanded goal to tie it up at 2-2, and right now it's all UNLV as the Sun Devils look to regroup before the third.
So we'll step aside here on the ACHA network on YouTube. The game is tied between the Rebels and Sun Devils, 2 apiece. Trey Matthews joined alongside Niall. We will see you momentarily.
Back in, folks, to ASU ACHA Hockey YouTube as we get started here in the third period of a tie hockey game between Arizona State and the visiting University of Nevada, Las Vegas Rebels. UNLV dominating the latter stages of the second period, retaking some offensive momentum that the Sun Devils gave up on a shorthanded goal, and it's all knotted up here in the final 20 minutes. Sun Devils looking to skate it across center and chip it in. Benedetto lets his defenseman play it. Dalmonte. He laid a big check on Ben Chase in the second period. Chase able to get back to the bench, look no worse for the wear as the Rebels go for an early change. Behind his own net, assessing the breakout. Marchand, he'll push it up the wing. A nice little dipsy doodle by Tillman. He'll gain center line and chip it in. McCollum, a goal last night. Skates it ahead for UNLV. Evades two checks, can't keep the puck. And now it's Murphy ripping one on. Benedetto settles it down for McCollum. Almost a minute 30 gone here in the beginning of the third period, and that puck goes ripping into the crowd for a stoppage.
And as you see the kids running by to try to retrieve a puck, apologize for anything that might be picked up on air.
That's one way to secure the future generation of fans, Trey.
They're chasing it like it's a foul ball at a baseball game.
And one of the kids even hitting the gritty, very impressive form.
Kids are the future, aren't they?
As the referee gets a fresh puck, we'll go for a center ice face-off. Leaning in and winning it is Newland for Arizona State. White defensively looks to go east to west. The Sun Devils will chip it in. Butler, the first one after it. Butler on the forehand, can't corral it. Butler and Newland going to the corner. Butler keeps it alive. Over to Gross. Gross behind the net. Elects to play it off the half wall, back to the point. Lundy sends it down low. Butler still on it, getting a hard ride. He'll drop it back into the corner. First one to the puck is the Rebels. Newland couldn't get there. McCollum eyeing up breaking this puck out.
I feel like if Butler got full grasp of the puck on the previous possession and wasn't going so fast, I think ASU could have regained the lead.
A little too fast for his own good, but Arizona State gets the puck back. Butler on it now. He'll take a check, dishes over to White. He'll just throw it on frame. Benedetto the save. UNLV struggling to collect the puck. As fresh off the bench for Arizona State is Murphy lays a check. Chase on it now. Chase back to the point. The captain, Olsen, rips one off the pipe. Benedetto never saw it. White picks it up now. He wanted to rip one short angle. Still on it. Getting a hard ride is Chase. He took a little bit of a grab. Referee didn't see anything. And we play on. Olsen can't stop it at the point. The Rebels push it ahead. Kennedy, a nice back check to break that up. Sun Devils in the middle of a change, trying to avoid a too many men penalty. The Rebels pick up the puck. The big forward taking a hit in the corner is Daniel Fisher. Fisher still trying to keep it alive between his legs as Chase pushes him into the boards. Activating from the point is Barry. Behind the net now the captain for Arizona State, Olsen, gets his head up, wants to break it out. That pass broken up. This time Olsen will connect on the pass. Across the blue line. Though a little bit of trouble getting it across the blue line was Friesen as it got stuck in his skates, and the Rebels now can chip that one up. And that puck once again up into the netting and out of play. UNLV with a shot advantage of 29-18. Arizona State not quite with the tenacity that they opened this game with, as the Rebels looking to split this weekend series and get a win here this afternoon. Robinson picks up the puck. That run rips off the pipe, courtesy of Max Johnson. Max Johnson still on it as he spinoramas at the face-off dot. He'll send it down low. Switch positions with Gallant. Gallant drops it to his D partner, Mazzillo, back behind the net. Max Johnson on it again. Johnson in the slot, the one-timer, Ham the save. UNLV still on it as they're getting momentum off of a sustained offensive zone forecheck. That shot wouldn't go. keeping it alive at the point. Once again, Mazzillo. Arizona State chance to clear. One clear doesn't go. The second one does. And Mazzillo will slow things down for the Rebels.
Near side faceoff circle, taking it below the cage to try to reset this offense for the boys in black and red.
Skating Rebels skated ahead as they gain entry. McCollum trying to get to that puck. He will get to it first. Ski balling up. Corralled now by UNLV. Wyatt at the point. Keeps it alive. Plays pitch and catch with Strong. Thrown on net. Hand the save. UNLV creates a turnover. They keep it alive. Strong throwing it to the front. That broken up. A great diving effort by Lee for Arizona State as he loses his stick. Sun Devils will clear that, but it looks like it's going to be an icing.
Yep, getting there in plenty of time past the hash marks was Wyatt, winning that foot race with ease. So we head back down into the offensive end for UNLV for a faceoff with 15:06 remaining in period number 3. Almost 5 minutes have come and gone here in the final period of regulation.
5 minutes flying by, but not fast enough if you're Ham between the pipes for Arizona State. It's all Rebels so far early in the third. As that shot goes wide behind the net, Ham going post to post looking for it. UNLV still on it. Down low, looking for a sharp angle shot was Hunter Mazzillo. That goes up into the netting. Sun Devils afforded a chance now to swap players out as they had a tired group of legs on the ice.
Yeah, that always runs the risk when you've played a fast-paced style of hockey. Sometimes it can catch up to you, so both teams trying to play fast and physical. Unfortunately, fatigue and stamina do play a factor.
They certainly do. As the old saying, the legs feed the wolves, certainly ringing true right now in this game. Arizona State will chip that in. First to the puck is Gross. Wander reverses it to Newland. White keeps it alive. From his own feet, he'll push it below the goal line. Newland takes a hard check. UNLV emerges with the puck. Dylan Ford can't get it out. Arizona State pushing in the middle of the ice. White leaving it for Butler. A little miscommunication. And UNLV will skate it out. Strong and Newland getting into it. No call. That shot goes in right off the crossbar. UNLV takes the lead. It's 3-2.
That's 3 unanswered goals for the Rebels in red. As you can hear the fans, mostly the kids, cheering on UNLV. It looks like that's Burke once more for UNLV. That's his second goal of the game. So what a showing for the Dexter, Michigan native.
And you have to say, Trey, it might be his alma mater that's really pushing him over the top today.
Well, technically he didn't graduate from Adrian College, so I don't think that's his alma mater, but I'll still give him an exception. And no, I did not announce his games. I think his name doesn't sound familiar.
Well, certainly will be familiar after tonight. 2 goals in this game, and the Rebels with the first lead this afternoon. Arizona State's going to have to dig deep here and find their game, as they've been on the back foot since the middle part of the second period.
So if you're ASU, you've given up 3 straight goals to UNLV. You got to try to take the win out of the sails. You got to help your netminder Ham. Golden opportunity right there on the doorstep, but nobody was home to try to grasp the rebound. Shots on goal differential, 31-19 in favor of the Rebels.
And Ham, that's the 32nd piece of rubber that he's had to stop tonight. The bench getting a little bit antsy for Arizona State. The coaches dishing out some extra marching orders. And head coach Austin Klein will send out a new group of players. Palmer been one of the better players tonight for Arizona State. He gets an opportunity on the wing. Leaning into the draw, Hunter Friesen. Friesen gets it to Palmer, who will send it all the way around. The Sun Devils on the half wall. Push it up, Phillips leaves it for Friesen. Friesen, toe drag, shot, save.
Oh, what a golden opportunity by Friesen right there on that previous play. Excellent toe drag, trying to fool the netminder of Benedetto, but it comes up empty.
With speed, back the other way is 19 Fisher. Fisher couldn't get his pass to go, and the Sun Devils can clear the puck down the ice and get a change. Fisher on it again. Digs it out of his own skates. And he'll build up some speed. Passes, deflects in, and now the Rebels go for a change. The clock ticking away right now for ASU. Almost 8 minutes gone in this third. Arizona State only with one good scoring opportunity so far this period. They're going to need to turn that around. Ham trying to find the puck in front of the net. Push back in front a second time. Unable to pick that up as Wyatt. Arizona State back the other way. Kylie Ram fresh off the bench. Tried to chip it in behind the defense. Some good hand-eye from Carollo knocks it down. The Rebels gain entry. A deflected shot goes harmlessly wide. Wyatt picks it up. Wyatt led UNLV in points last season, and he's been all around the play tonight. Arizona State electing to just chip it out. They will collect it and gain entry. Robinson on his backhand, throwing it in front. No one there. UNLV tries to clear that, rips off the stanchion, and we play on. Bench dishes it to his D partner, Carollo. Carollo pump fakes. Still on it is Carollo. He couldn't find his man, as he will skate back and look for a change. The passing still not exactly crisp so far in this period.
Absolutely not. ASU, they got to try to tone it down a little bit more, but I think the big thing I want to see is just more defense in front of Ham, because he's doing everything he can to try to keep his team in the game. Like you said in period number 2, I think he's been ASU's best player so far this game.
I would certainly agree with that. He would love a little bit of help in front of him. And the more that Arizona State can keep this puck and get some offensive zone time, the less he'll have to worry about making saves. Del Monte with a head pass. In behind the defense, the one-timer and whiffing on it. Looking for a slashing call, but none coming was Hunter Mensch.
And I think Ham was also hoping that that puck would be iced, as we're going to get a penalty right here.
Slowly getting up from the ice is Butler. He took some sort of illegal check, I believe.
Yeah, you see Butler and Strong exchanging some minor blows right there. Looks like Strong is heading to the sin bin, so he'll sit for the next 2 minutes for slashing.
Del Monte trying to plead the case for the Rebels. The referee not having any of it. And Arizona State afforded a golden opportunity here.
Now here's the thing, Mason Kelly scored on a shorthanded goal this evening, so for ASU, you might be on the man advantage, but try to tip the odds back into your favor. Do not give up any more shorthanded goals, because that could be the ultimate death killer for ASU.
I think a second shorthanded goal would certainly be a backbreaker in this game. Arizona State is going to need to take advantage of this and make some better passes. So far, we have not seen them connect the passes very well this period. And once again, it's UNLV in behind the defense, shorthanded. Skating in all alone, the forehand, saved by Ham. Second opportunity, saved by Ham. Trying to throw it in front was number 41, Budasov. Wouldn't go, and Arizona State, right after we talk about it, gives up a shorthanded chance.
See, that cannot happen once more. Very sloppy by ASU, but luckily it did not come back to bite them. You cannot be giving UNLV those golden opportunities. In fact, I'm forgetting that the Rebels are shorthanded.
It seemed almost like a power play for them at this moment, as the Rebels go for a quick change. A great start to their penalty kill. Tillman looking to get things going for Arizona State. He'll try to send it down low. Unable to get that down low as Ford sends it all the way down the ice for UNLV.
More than halfway done with period number 3, so time is winding down for ASU as there's a minute 05 remaining in their power play.
Arizona State might be on the power play, but they're on their heels at the moment.
Yeah, UNLV is dominating them, blasting the puck down to the other side of the rink, creating good scoring chances for themselves. ASU just cannot come up the gut and try to create those scoring chances.
You want to talk about a confidence booster. The chances right now that UNLV is getting shorthanded, you have to be feeling good if you're on that bench in red. Arizona State looking for a chance of their own. Newland the shot, and coming way out to challenge was Benedetto.
What a great look by Newland right there. That's creating a shot for yourself. Unfortunately, that was just a better save by Benedetto.
And it took a minute and a half of power play time for Arizona State to finally get a shot on goal.
That's way too long. They should have been doing it right from the get-go.
Butler drops it to Newland. Back to Butler. And White will have to hustle over to keep it alive. He keeps it in. White at the point, looking for Butler, just out of reach of him. And just as this penalty expires, UNLV gets the clear.
Back to 5-on-5 hockey, so another golden opportunity wasted by ASU.
Butler, the shot deflected off the stick of Carollo into the netting. And the Sun Devils will have an offensive zone draw coming up after another failed power play opportunity.
8:30 remaining in period number 3. That time is going to go by quick if you're ASU, so you got to try to get going right away, create more scoring chances, protect your netminder, and you got to clean up the passing just a tad bit more.
Friesen will lean into the circle for Arizona State. He'll go up against Caleb Strong. Strong following in his father's footsteps as he played college hockey as well. Phillips in his own skates, wanted to dig that out in the high slot, couldn't find it. Mazzillo will try to skate it the other way for the Rebels unsuccessfully. Back and forth in the neutral zone. Finally, the Sun Devils get it. Quas sends it in behind the goal. Phillips down low, elects to go high to Olsen. Olsen, a shot through traffic deflected just wide. Mazzillo on the half wall. Mensch will push it east to west to Strong. Strong skates it in, goes between the legs. Backhands one, Chase makes the save. Strong still on it. Strong sauces one up to the point. Now he'll like to shoot through traffic. That one into the corner.
What a series of excellent moves by Strong right there, trying to get himself open and fooling the defense for Arizona State.
We'll have a stoppage here. Behind the play, the UNLV Rebels were going for a partial change. Hard to see from this angle what the call was.
We'll get an official assessment momentarily, but 7:38 remaining in period number 3. ASU just looking for some sort of glimpse to try to keep themselves going.
And going to the box for Arizona State is number 10, Sean Phillips. I believe cross-checking was the assessment. And now it's UNLV back on the power play with a chance to get some insurance.
So the Rockland, California native will sit for the next 2 minutes. And once again, let's see what ASU could do. They are the disadvantage, however.
Wyatt can't get the shot through. Olsen jumping up, trying to corral the puck. He'll just eat it in the corner. As the Rebels try to dig it out, Olsen still trying to eat some clock. Rebels emerge with the puck. Wyatt at the point, walks the line. Drops it to his brother, gets it back. Del Monte didn't like the shot. Wyatt through traffic, blocked by number 15 for ASU. Marchand keeps it alive. However, is Del Monte. He walks the line. Del Monte over to Wyatt. Back to Del Monte. The shot! That one goes wide of the net. UNLV keeping it alive, however. Extended zone time for the Rebels. Del Monte at the top of the point. He'll shoot one on, and Ham with the save and a much-needed stoppage.
6:45 remaining in the final period of regulation. 1:07 remaining in the penalty assessed to Phillips.
And you were hoping going into this, Arizona State might be able to find that shorthanded opportunity the way the Rebels had earlier. However, it's all UNLV as they have continued the zone time offensively. McCollum at the point. Still on it now. As he plays pitch and catch, low to high. Back to McCollum. He'll eye up his options. Looks for the shot. Pass in front. And that goes just wide of the net.
High danger chance right there for UNLV. Just slivered right past Ham.
Strong kept that puck alive. A shot through traffic. Ham hungry hippos it. He'll take a shot. He'll give one back to Rand. And we have some extracurriculars.
I gotta say, Niall, hungry hippos it. That's a first for me.
I don't think I've played that game in a good 20 years, but I think if you gave it to me, I could still do pretty well.
I've never played it. I remember the commercials for it, though, but never played it. I might have to steal that.
It's all yours, partner. Ham letting the officials know what he thought of that play. As the animosity is still ramped up. However, neither team really trying to toe the line with it too much in this tight affair. 37 seconds left on the power play for the Rebels. as we have yet to see the puck leave the Arizona State defensive end since the power play started. And the first time it does here, pushing it down the ice, skating in behind the fence, maybe a breakaway. The shot ripping high off the glass, and just above the goaltender was number 24, Jonathan Murphy. And maybe a record number of souvenirs tonight.
Yep, and there go the kids once more.
29 seconds.
Burst
remaining.
of energy.
UNLV wins that draw. Strong will push it ahead. Across the blue line, onsides is Strong. He'll just chip it in behind the goal. Soccering that one out of the zone is Olsen. As we're inside the final 10 seconds of the shorthanded kill for Arizona State. McCollum circling the wagons, throws it in front. And now pushing ahead with speed is Robinson. Robinson gains entry, sees a late trailer coming in. It's Tillman. Tillman, the shot, and it's blocked. The Rebels skated back the other way. We are now at even strength. That shot goes wide of the net. White will slow it down, pick it up, and skate it out for Arizona State. White laying a hard check behind the plate of Ford.
Wow. He's got to be a little careful right there. You don't want to get a roughing call.
Kylie Ram, the goal scorer tonight, early in the game for Arizona State. Also an assist on the second goal. He'll operate on the half walls. He tries to seal it unsuccessfully, and the Rebels will push that one out.
I'd say in the next minute or two, expect for ASU to pull Ham and get the extra skater so that way they can try to get a quick goal. As time is winding down, we have less than 5 minutes remaining in the final period of regulation.
We're really getting into gut check time right now for Arizona State.
And that's not going to help them.
Offsides.
Offsides, like you just said, Niall, that's not going to help them at all.
Certainly not the case. The coaching staff is going to have to assess when they want to use their one timeout. It will not come here in this neutral zone draw. Sun Devils almost getting doubled up in the shot clock in today's affair. They will need to right that wrong in some way if they want to get back into this game and tie it up. Palmer chips it in. He'll give chase. Lays a check on Del Monte. Kylie Ram a little late coming into the play. Tillman can't keep it alive at the point. Robinson goes sideways with it. Olsen skates it in now, the captain. No-look drop pass. Tillman can't corral it. Here comes UNLV the other way. With numbers throwing it in front. That broken up by Robinson. A good back check by him. Tillman across the blue line. His pass could not find the winger. And the Sun Devils go for a change. Del Monte gains the center line. He'll just look to chip it in. As UNLV looks now to be ready to just try to eat the rest of this clock out as they hold a one-goal lead. White staving off a check. He'll be the first one in it behind defensively. Thrown in front, deflected off of Newland's stick. A nice save by Benedetto. Johnson gets it in behind the defense. The Sun Devils collect. Skating it ahead now is Newland. Butler gains entry. Butler trying to find Newland, who snuck in behind McCollum. McCollum breaks that up at the last second.
Noticing that ASU on their bench, they have the doors slightly open, preparing to take Ham off the rink to get the extra attacker.
A great opportunity coming here for UNLV. Somehow that doesn't get in the back of the net. The referee has his arm raised for a penalty. As we wait for the whistle, UNLV on the puck. That means it's going to be an Arizona State penalty assessed as we get the whistle.
There goes Benedetto off the rink to get the extra attacker for the Rebels, but not what ASU needed with 2:43 remaining in period number 3.
About worst case scenario here for the Sun Devils is they need to be the ones on the offensive. And right now, with the way that this power play has been looking for UNLV, you're just hoping that they can hold on right now.
Yeah, so here's what ASU could do. You could still pull Ham and get the another skater onto the rink, but the only thing is it'll be 5-on-5. So it doesn't really benefit the Sun Devils either way. You're playing 5-on-5 hockey with an empty net, so you're going to have to wait until like there's 43 seconds remaining in the game, and you're going to have to move quick.
Sun Devils just trying to get this puck out, and they will get it as far as the neutral zone.
Now here's the thing. White got that penalty for ASU, and it was something that I was noticing when he was playing with against the Rebels, which was he was getting a little too handsy, a little too physical, and I was like, you want to be careful. You don't want to get a roughing call. Love the aggression, but play smart, and unfortunately came back to bite him.
White just getting a little too antsy and a little too physical, taking a penalty at the wrong time, and you know he's feeling poorly in the penalty box. Sun Devils so far able to kill off the first 45 of this power play for the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Strong directing traffic. He'll drop it back to McCollum. McCollum takes a hard ride in the corner from Robinson.
Is he still on the ground? I haven't seen him get up yet.
He's still on the ground. No penalty being assessed, but the trainer for UNLV now might be coming out.
Yeah, McCollum is still on the ground. Looks like he got shaken up a little bit. He's now trying to stand on his own willpower, and it looks like he's going to skate off without any assistance, so that's always a good sign. I think he'll be good to go.
McCollum taking his helmet off and giving the official a piece of his mind. He thought he took an illegal check, as we saw the glass rattling after that hard body laid by Robinson.
Yeah, so we're posted here on the near side, near center ice, and we can see him go down to the rink. But unfortunately, we didn't see him get up, so I was just like, that could have been I don't know if he was hurt or not, but luckily, Madge just got the wind knocked out of him. He was able to get up and stand up on his own willpower and skate off without any trainer assistance. So always a good sign. Not a doctor, but I think he'll be all right.
And to your point, I think Arizona State thinking the same thing, that they want to see this penalty kill off before they pull the goalie. UNLV back the other way, off the pipe again. That one inches away from going in. Arizona State breathing a sigh of relief. In behind the net, Benedetto settles it down, had a chance to stop it. Robinson went down, and I believe a tripping call being assessed here to UNLV.
Yep, here we go. So Ham came racing off the rink to try to get the extra skater. And I think a hand pass is going to be the assessment, like you said.
And looking at the Arizona State bench, they might be taking their time out here.
Yeah, everyone's skating towards it. Oh, no, tripping is the call. My apologies. But, yes, now it's 4-on-4 hockey, so now you can pull Ham to get the extra attacker.
And Arizona State, if they are unable to score the first 33 seconds of this 4-on-4 turn 5-on-4 with the goalie pulled, they might actually be able to get a 6-on-4 opportunity for the final 43 seconds.
Yeah, so Jackson Wyatt has to sit for 2 minutes, but there's only 1:15 remaining in the game. So no matter what happens, UNLV will be shorthanded for the rest of this game. So ASU has to be smelling blood in the water and be like, let's try to go 6-on-4, because that's going to put UNLV at a huge disadvantage.
A great opportunity for Arizona State afforded to them. We thought this game might have been done and dusted when they went shorthanded a couple minutes ago. And right now the coaching staff dishing out directions for this final offensive push to tie the game up.
So Benedetto has to be feeling the pressure, and these penalty killers have to be facing the pressure for the Rebels. Not what you usually see in a hockey game. It's very rare that you see a 6-on-4. But here we are, and here's the circumstance for ASU to try to score.
The officials blow the whistle. The timeout is over. Arizona State will send out their 5 troops on the ice. The net is empty to our left. The face-off to the right of Benedetto. Pardon me, they elect to send Ham back into the net. It will be 4-on-4.
Yeah, so they're going to wait until ASU gets full grasp of the puck before they pull Ham, but I think they are preparing for him to come off.
Arizona State wins the draw. That point shot blocked by Kelly. He'll push it up. A hard check laid right in front of the penalty box. That play deemed onside. UNLV on it. Kelly pushes it to the front. Arizona State emerges with the puck. As we're inside the final 60, Robinson, weak side, throws it in front. Tillman tries to pick it up with his glove. UNLV just elects to chip that out. 5 seconds left on the penalty to Arizona State. They will about to go 5-4 man advantage. Robinson now on the blue line. He'll elect to send it down low.
Now Ham is creeping. He might be ready to come off.
Backside, Robinson, he collects it, skates it, pushes it to the front of the net, no one there to collect the rebound. 30 seconds and ticking here. Ham still in net for Arizona State. Sun Devils need to get this puck north to south and in a hurry. Marchand dekes past one across the blue line. He'll throw it over to Robinson. Robinson drops to Ram in front. Tip, save by Benedetto as that goes just wide. 5 seconds left in this game. Arizona State needs to get the shot on goal. Picked up by UNLV. They'll chip it into the neutral zone, and that will do it here in Tempe, Arizona.
Fortunately, ASU waited a tad bit too long to get that 6-on-4 because they couldn't get full grasp of the puck in their offensive end.
Arizona State taking the gamble there, electing not to pull the goalie early, and it ends up biting them in the butt. UNLV holding on, not even having to face a grade A scoring opportunity down the stretch. And Benedetto now goes to 2-0 on the season as UNLV gets the split here for the weekend in Tempe, Arizona.
Yep, so ASU, they suffer their first loss of the season. Their record is now 4-1, and the Rebels are 3-1, so they rebounded nicely from last night's matchup.
And Trey, as we see them shake hands here to end the game, the Sun Devils get their first taste of action ever here at Mount America Community Iceplex. A lot of good things that I think they can take out of this game today, even though it ended up as a loss.
Absolutely. So now you're just trying to get accustomed to your new barn. You're trying to get accustomed to a new facility. And here's the thing. This UNLV team went to the second round of nationals last year, only to lose to Liberty. So the fact that ASU competed hard with the Rebels all weekend long, because this Rebels team, they went 25-7-1 last season. So I'm sure there's some positive takeaways to get from these last two games. And I know ASU is probably not big on moral victories, but hey, you'll take what you can get.
Certainly going to take a lot of positives here. Maybe the biggest positive this weekend, the goaltending performance put on by Ham between the pipes for Arizona State.
Yeah, so Ham definitely put in a valiant effort. Unfortunately, he comes away with the loss, but nothing to hold your head down about.
Certainly not the case as Arizona State skates off the ice here. Losers today, a split on the weekend, and once again, back-to-back seasons, their first loss of the season for Arizona State is dished out to them by the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. For my partner, Trey Matthews, I am Niall Cooper, reminding you of the score. The visiting University of Nevada, Las Vegas 3, the hometown Sun Devils 2.
Shots on goal differential 38-22 in favor of the Rebels, so ASU's got to clean that up a tad bit more. But as you were saying, partner.
And as we head out of here, the positives for Arizona State clear. Some things to work on for them. They will be back in action next week. And until then, we say so long from Mountain America Community